Hi, I'm Kate Jensen, and this is The Close-Up. I think acting is one of those things that you do it because you have to. I didn't study it in school. It wasn't something that I thought that I would do. I came to it a lot later in life, but I think because it was like always in the back of my mind, it was this thing that I wanted to do. So if you ask my mom, I've been destined to do this since I was 2 and jumping off the fireplace and entertaining the family with like my little skits. So she's like, yeah, that was always gonna happen. Took a little longer for me to come to it. But once I did, it's like that bug that doesn't let you go. Let's add some red, shall we?
No, please don't, I'm begging you, please don't do this!
Man, look at that paint. Worst timing. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. I think every role requires something a little different in the preparation, but it should always, at least for me, it always starts with the text. What's on the page. I think as an actor, your job is to be in service of the story. So you have to leave your judgment, your ego, kind of all that personal stuff, leave that at the door and make yourself open and available for who that character is and what is the story that we're trying to tell. So for me, it always starts with the text. There might be a lot of other things that you layer on after that, but it begins and ends on the page.
I know it may seem like a bunch of just a bunch of dots, but trust me, once I get somebody to translate it for you, it's all yours.
Why would you write my music?
It's funny because it's so easy to like armchair quarterback these things, and hindsight is 20/20. But I think the best advice that I would give my younger self, or anybody's young self, is to not try and make decisions in life out of fear. So I came to acting a little later in life, and I think it was because I wasn't confident at the beginning. I didn't think that I could do it or that I should even make a go of it. But I think the worst thing in life you can do is not try, not do something. So if I was flashing back to 18-year-old me, I would say to just be brave, just go for it. You never know what opportunity is right around the corner. Oh, hi. Yeah, no, I won't say anything to anybody, promise.
I didn't even realize what time it was.
I didn't even want to go to this stupid party. You're forcing me.
Maybe because you tell me you spend your weeknights alone with your cat and vibrator.
No, that is just not true. I don't even have a cat.
Would you shut up? I'm doing you a favor. Stop complaining and just hurry up. Great, now my phone's dead. Do you have a charger?
Oh, yeah, I think I've got one right now.
Oh. Really?
Seriously, Lucy, are you just gonna stand there or are you gonna help me? Challenges. There's a few. I think the first thing you have to develop in this industry is a thick set of skin, kids. 99.9% of what you do is based on rejection, essentially. So, I have a whole file on my computer of hundreds of auditions and self-tapes that will never see the light of day. So for every, one project or one callback, know that there were, a dozen or 20 or 50 that didn't go anywhere. But that's okay. So even though the majority of what people will see of your work is just like the little tip of the iceberg, you should be using the rest of your space and the rest of that time to be preparing for and sharpening your skills. My dad always had this great expression where he said that luck is where preparation meets opportunity. So you always have to be preparing for when that next opportunity, because you never know when it's going to be just around the corner. So, and that can be a challenge to wait for it, to find the right thing. But if you are passionate enough and you love enough, then you stick it out and you keep going.
Good morning, Carrie. My, don't you look lovely?
No.
Please?
Nope.
Come on! I just need 2 minutes.
Look, kid, you're new around here, so you might not have the lay of the land yet. I am the gatekeeper. I am like Cerberus, only much prettier, but just as mean. So unless you have a finished brief in your hand, I can't let you in to see him.
Would this help my case?
Really anxious. It's difficult to put that like ego piece aside and not hone in on every little tiny thing that you would do differently. It's like, oh, why did I look that way? Oh, why did I have that reaction? Why did I turn this way instead of that way? Why is it my hair an inch to the left? So it's hard to like divorce the personal ego from it. But yeah, it's just it's just stressful. But ultimately, I think if you can set that piece aside and appreciate what you created, something you made, a piece of art, and you put it out into the world. So that's something to be proud of and something to be excited for.
Bad dreams?
Nothing unusual.
What are they about? You know, Eva used to have bad dreams all the time.
What were they about?
Yes. Yeah, I think the first real film set that I was ever on was for a student film at NYU. And I didn't know the difference between a light and a mark and all this terminology, knew nothing. And oh, by the way, I was playing a character who was deaf. So I was trying to come in and, you know, learn how to mark and place and all these things, and had kind of that as a first character to like really sink my teeth into. So yeah, I was nervous, but I think I've been nervous on every single set since. And that's a good thing. I think the second that you become complacent or think that you just, you know, got it, you don't got it. So I think that nervousness keeps you like present and keeps you focused and allows for the anticipation of whatever's gonna happen in the scene, because you never know what's gonna happen. So those butterflies, that's a good thing, because that keeps you right in the middle where you should be. She's nothing but a stain on the sanctity of this organization and everything that it stands for.
Her scores say otherwise.
Numbers can be misleading. None of the other candidates have a shred of respect for her. Well, except for 1352, who's equally as disgraceful. The two of them just prance around doing whatever they like.
All she ever does is draw in that little sketchbook of hers, barely even talks.
I'm Kate Jensen, and this was The Close-Up.
And cut. Yay, good job.
Woo!